Hey guys, Thomas Harper with World Martial Arts and Fitness Academy. Today we're going to be going over the Helio escape, moving to side control. Then we're going to go over the key lock series, so 3 different key lock submissions from side control. Okay, let's get to it. First thing we're doing, we are starting from a guard escape. It's the Helio escape. Okay. How we're going to start this is I'm putting my hands right on his hips, okay? Again, in Jiu-Jitsu, we always want to stay safe and keep our elbows close to our body. If it's out, he can start setting up attacks, arm bars, triangles, okay? So I want to still keep these elbows in. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this knee right in between his butt cheeks, okay? Making that a bit uncomfortable for him. And just naturally, he's gonna be wanting to push away from that, okay? Next thing I'm going to do is my other leg is going to shoot straight back, and then I'm going to turn it up. I want you to notice how my hips turn. It's elongating my hips, elongating my body, and making it harder for him to be able to hold on to my body, okay? So it broke his feet apart there. Now, if it didn't break his feet apart with that, I would bring my elbows in to his inner thighs and push down, okay? Now, once his feet are broken apart and we've pushed his legs down to the ground, I'm going to bring this other knee in, and I'm going to bring the opposite knee across his thigh, keeping pressure there, okay? I'm sitting right here. A lot of weight is going on to his inner thigh. It's very tender right there. He's not liking it. As I do that, I'm going to slide this arm down behind his back. I'm going to step through and move to the side control. As I am moving to side control, I'm taking this foot off of his leg, and I'm going to pinch my knees and elbows on his sides. Okay? Good. Now, move over to this angle, better for the camera. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is, with our side control, we're going to move into what's called a key lock series. Okay? So those are 3 key lock submissions from from side control. It's going to be attacking that shoulder, okay? So from here, when I get into this side control, I'm wanting to control his hips and control his head. So I'm going to put my knee right in his hip. I'm going to put another knee right into his ear, right there, okay? Next, I'm going to be pinching my elbows into his hip and to his head, and pushing them into my knee, okay? Now, for the first key lock submission, I'm going to grab this Americana, okay? Whether it's here or he's out here, preferably he's out here, but intelligent jiu-jitsu guy is going to try to keep it on the inside. I'm going to grab the inside of his elbow here. I'm going to swim this hand through, grab his wrist, and pinch it to the ground. Then, because I had his elbow grabbed here, I'm going to slide it through and grab my own wrist. Now, we do a motorcycle grip. So we are curling our wrists in, and I'm going to slide his hand to his hip underneath this elbow for the tap. Okay? Next thing we're gonna do, oftentimes guys will try to prevent this Americana by extending their arms, and that's just perfect for me because I love doing this straight arm walk, okay? So straight from that Americana, if they try to extend the arm, I'm going to bring this arm up higher. I'm going to grab my own shoulder. I'm keeping hold of his wrist here, okay? I want you to notice where his elbow is at, It's still pretty close to my elbow. It's right here, okay? I'm on the tricep side of his elbow, but just on the inside, okay? My arm is flexed, so there's a lot of space to work with here. Now, if I'm on his elbow or on his forearm, this lock is not going to work because this is attacking the elbow, and so we need the breaking point to be on this side of my arm, okay? So now I'm going to pinch his shoulder down, put a little bit extra weight on his shoulder, just so he can't lift up as I pull down. So I'm gonna put that weight on his shoulder. Now I'm going to pull down, breaking that elbow for the tap, okay? Now, next move, if he notices I'm doing that, he might bring his arm down here, okay? So, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to trap that forearm, pull this arm out from under his elbow, and pinch that wrist to the ground, okay? Now I'm going to bring this forearm underneath his elbow and grab my own wrist. This lock is going to be a Kimura, okay? It's a little bit wider than an Americana, but it just attacks the shoulder in the opposite direction, okay? So, but if you notice, it's the same grip, just different side. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be dragging his wrist up towards his head, and if he doesn't tap, then I'm gonna be touching his hand to his forehead. Again, I'm keeping pressure down on his chest, which is keeping his shoulder down. A common mistake I see with, especially with Kimuras, is people are sitting with a lot of space here, and guys can just sit up with the Kimura, and they just sit here and then end up getting put on their back because now they're just picking the other person up and they have control, okay? So keep that pressure on the chest as you drag that hand up. All right. So that's the Helio guard pass escape to your side control to your key lock series. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.